Good morning. Come see what it's like to do a weekend on call 8-hour day shift as a hospice nurse. Let's go. Okay, I already had an admission on my schedule this morning. So since 8 a.m. when my shift started, I looked them up, called them, and I plan to be there between 9 and like 9:15. So let's go. Shift started at 8. It's 8:45 now. Well, it's 11:17 and that was a doozy. Let me explain to you what just happened. I walk into the patient's house. They were coming from the hospital. They already had the comfort pack in the home, thank God. Patient had changes in breathing when I looked at them, fully unconscious, eyes wide open. I could tell right away patient was actively dying, was going to die that today now, like in the next hour or two. So tons of family around. I made sure I explained everything that was happening to the family. I explained actively dying. I explained why their loved one had changes in breathing, why their eyes were open. I explained that they were not suffering, and here's how you can tell because they look, their muscles aren't tight. They don't have a furrowed brow. They were moaning a bit, but it was rhythmic, like, And when someone's doing that, that doesn't necessarily mean they're in pain. That can mean that they're like self-soothing. But I still err on the side of they might be in pain. So we do give a little morphine. And I basically just stayed there because I knew that their loved one was going to die, like very soon. So I stayed I got there around 9:15 to about 10:45. And their loved one did die. Very peacefully with many loved ones around. It was so amazing to see how the family worked. Because like the very close, the children and the siblings were all around the bed. A pastor came and said some prayers, but then there were people like on cooking duty, and they were cooking and laying food out, making sure people could eat, people passing around tissues, some guys in the front putting up tents because they knew people were going to be coming over. By the time I left, mortuary was going to be coming on their way. We did bathe the person and get them all set up nicely in bed. And it was really beautiful. And by the time I left, more and more family were coming over. Everyone was going to be there. They were setting up a tent. They had tons of food. And I just thought, wow, this is really beautiful. Yes, sad, but really beautiful. And these are the days I love my job. Even when it's sad, even when someone dies right before my eyes, it's still beautiful. So it's 11:20. I have to eat, and then I have to chart, and then I'm still on call till 4:30. Okay, I ate a chicken salad sandwich, and now I'm charting. It should take me about an hour and a half, 2 hours to do all of the charting, which is the full admission note, and the death note, which is a separate thing. In the meantime, if I get called out, I get called out. I have to stop charting and go do that. So we'll see. Love you guys. Stay tuned. Okay, it's 1 p.m. I'm still charting. The charting you have to do is the full admission charting, which takes a very long time, even though the patient has already died. Then once that's completed, you have to do two different notes on the discharge and the death note. Then you also have to do a couple other loose ends, discontinue certain things. So I'll probably be done here charting fully with this patient by like 1:30. Just want to give you an update. Okay, it's 2:30. I finished all my documentation, all of my emailing, all the things, and now I'm at my house and I sit and wait until 4:30. Maybe I'll get called out, maybe I won't. I'll keep you posted. P.S. If I don't get called out, I still get paid. It's pretty sweet. Okay, my shift is over. I did not get called back out. I spent the rest of the afternoon just doing some paperwork and watching a movie. And my shift is now done and I'm off. Really good 8-hour shift. Love my job. Love you guys.